Hi everyone, good morning. So let's try to see the functionality of AnyTime Notes application. So before getting started, let's try to check the backend services status. We can check that with Amplify status. That will let us know if the backend services are up and it's connected or not. Yeah, we can see there is one backend service which is everywhere backend, and these are the corresponding endpoints and the API key. So now let's get started with starting the application with npx expo. Yes, now the application is up. Let's try to first cross-check with the web browser version. We'll be going through the demos of web browser as well as iOS app version. Notes, saving in online mode. I wanted to save my notes to cloud. Now let's hit the save button, which will save the data onto cloud. As our application is in online mode, we can see there is one network API call which is went through the network through GraphQL. And now let's cross check the notes database table which is present in the DynamoDB. I'm just reloading the page. We can check here. There is one notes object with having notes in online mode and the corresponding message as I wanted to save my notes to the cloud, and the corresponding timestamp which is the existing timestamp. So now it's fair and square. The application is online. So now let's see the offline mode. Yeah, so now if we hit the save button, the data will be stored in the offline data store database which is present on the local, and then soon the application is online, it will sync with the cloud. So now I've hit the save button. So the application is still in offline mode and the data is in local database. Let me cross check with cloud. I'm reloading it. So we can see there is one instance of the notes, and that is having still online mode, note saving in online mode, whereas I wanted to save it in offline mode. So now as the application is in offline, let's take our application to online mode. So we can see automatically there is one GraphQL API call which has been sent as part of our syncing process. Let me reload the application in Dynamo and check if the value has been updated or not. We can see the heading has been updated, notes storing in offline, and the corresponding message as I wanted to save my notes offline easily. So without the external need of syncing the application, the data has been automatically synced to the cloud with the local data store. So this is a demo of the anytime notes. So now let's see the demo of the anytime notes on iOS device. Let me get started with scanning the application QR code, and we can see there is some data which is already present. Let me clear it off. Saving notes for first time from iOS notes online. So now let me try to save the data. Yeah, we can see a toast message that the data has been saved successfully. Now let's check whether that data has been updated or not on the cloud DynamoDB. So as we have saved the data from iOS device, let's reload and check if the data has been updated on DynamoDB or not. I'm reloading the page. Let's see the notes entry. So we can see the heading of iOS notes online and the corresponding message as the notes has been saved from iOS. So the data has been successfully sent from iOS device to DynamoDB. Now let's see the offline mode feature from iOS. Saving notes from iOS offline. Before that, I should switch off my network, right? I'm turning off my network. iOS notes offline mode. So now I'm trying to save it. So we can see a toast message of success, but the data is on the device, which should not be present on the cloud, right? So now let's check if this data is on the cloud or not. iOS device is in offline mode. The data should not be updated onto cloud. Let's cross check by reloading the page. We can see the data is still online, which hasn't been updated. iOS notes online, and the message also saving notes for the first time from iOS. So the data is still on the local device. So now let's get our iOS device online and see if this data is being updated or not. So now let's get our application online by turning on the network and see if this data is being updated or not. I'm just turning on the network. Yeah, so now I've turned on my network. I'm not doing any user interaction. So now our expectation is this data should get automatically updated onto the DynamoDB. So now let's go and check on our Cloud DynamoDB. So as our application is in online mode from our mobile device, without any user interaction, the data should get updated onto the cloud. Let me reload and check if the data has been updated or not. So this is the entry we have, and we can see there is one heading, and let's check. Hooray! So we can see the heading has been updated, iOS notes offline mode. Let's check the message as well. It says saving notes from iOS offline. So now we have seen that from iOS device as well as from the web browser, the notes is automatically synced to the Cloud DynamoDB without any user interaction. Thank you.